375 Bunkhouse North Point fifth wheel by Jayco here at Haylett RV of Coldwater, Michigan. And this thing is a monster. From tip to tail, it is going to be one of the most fantastic fifth wheels you're going to see this entire camping season, and it's only going to keep getting better. You know, as we go through here, I'm going to show you some really amazing features, like the fact that this has a touchscreen remote control system for your awnings, your slides, your patio lights. All this stuff can be done, you know, just right here remotely with the touch of your hand. What I like about this is if you're setting up your campsite alone, you can actually, you know, you can visually spot your own slide outs. You know, if you're using the control panel inside, it's hard for you to see the slides over here. And in a 5-slide fifth wheel, it can be a big deal if there's a tree or a post or something. Well, one person can line of sight every single square inch of this RV when you're setting up. Plus, when you're sitting at your campsite, and you can just sit right here and turn your awning lights off and on, if you notice those kicking off and on right there. It's really nice because if you're sitting there having a good time at night, you don't always just want to get up, but it is nice to be able to kick those on. Now, what's cool is your awning lights also activate the nose lights up here. Let me zoom in a little bit. Less effective during the day. They look amazing at night. And again, remote control in your pocket to activate those. This is a Jayco, so as such, it does have double the warranty of basically anything else in this class. 2-year bumper to hitch warranty, 1st-year roadside assistance, best warranty out there. This is a true gel coat, a T60 gel coat, and look at that shine. You know, it looks amazing. Frameless windows here. They don't just look cool, but they actually do hide the seal under the window pane. And what's cool is these windows open from the top. They pivot open in a jowlessy style. You can use them in the rain. You notice your big baggage door here is self-supporting, so you don't have to hold it open with your head, and you don't have those plastic holdbacks that tend to break on you. And Jayco's cool for stuff like this. They just add extra little widgets and things here and there where other guys don't think about it. This is the perfect spot for like your grill lighters and your flashlights and stuff. And it's up out of the way. It's in an area that most people don't tend to utilize very well. This is a massive drop frame coach, 12-inch I-beam frame here that drops down to a 10, which is what gives us this massive basement area here. And just to give you an idea, I mean, I can sit right in this thing, and I don't have any headroom problems in here. This is also a cool way to kind of get to see how this is put together. It's all aluminum framed. It's all plywood. It's not you know, press board and particle board construction. Now, outside here you see we do have a full intervac central vacuum system. This RV is wired for solar. It is 100% LED lighting inside and out, and that is a very uncommon feature in RVs today. Very, very, very few towable RVs are 100% LED lit like this. Let's see. This has twin 30-pound propane tanks. It is pre-plumbed if you want to add a third 30-pound tank for a total of 90 gallons. Now, keep in mind, a lot of the stuff I'm talking about in this video might be non-standard equipment. Like, for instance, this one's not made for a generator. You can add a generator option to something like this. So this video is not necessarily every single 375 Bunkhouse, you know, North Point that we have from Jayco. It just happens to be this one. And this video is kind of generic stock footage. I might reuse it. Our photos I try real hard to make line up with the actual unit. We have a standard MORryde pin box system on here. I really like the MORryde. It is my favorite pin box for a very big, heavy fifth wheel, because with 5 slides, this is a big girl for sure. But it has a rubber shock dampener. But what's cool is it doesn't just soak shocks forward to back, it also soaks side to side, and that side to side herky-jerky movement is something virtually no other kingpin system is equipped to handle. Now, this has just an amazing full body color package, but what's amazing here is this is actually a painted nose cap. A lot of manufacturers will save $1 by color infusing the nose caps. That is when you get wicked sun fading. When you paint a nose cap, you don't get that sun fading on there. No more than you would, say, a car. You know, if you had a 15-year-old car, you would expect a measure of weather to be present, but this won't sun fade any more or less than like a car, basically, as a result. So here we have our full automatic leveling system. Now, what I love is that it's mounted on the outside of this baggage door. It's easy to get to. You don't have to unlock and open a whole bunch of things to get to it. Just one little access panel. So a big pass-through storage and a full privatized docking station. At this product level, at this price point, this is not an uncommon feature. I'm not going to spend a lot of time talking about this. Do have a 10-gallon vessel on the water heater. It is fast recharge gas and electric for up to 20 gallons per hour. So it's a 20-gallon per hour water heater. Every Jayco fifth wheel is 0 and 100 degree tested. Every Jayco fifth wheel passes 0 and 100 degree testing, or they figure out what else they got to do to make that happen. Let's see, we talked about the windows, we talked about the skin. Let's look at the suspension real quick here. This is something a lot of guys aren't going to talk about because it may not seem fun, but this is a big deal. So we're riding on bigger tires. These are radials. These are aluminum wheels. Not necessarily things you won't find elsewhere, but you will be surprised. There are some fifth wheels in this class that don't ride on radial tires. But what I want to really talk about is the mechanism in between here. Moride CRE 3000 rubber shock dampening suspension system. Just like that pin box I was telling you about, how it helps soak those shocks and those jolts, the suspension is the first thing that has to absorb impact from, you know, speed bumps or anything just going down the road. So it's your first line of defense. It's the most important. Look at the roof structure on this. This is the standard way they build all their high-profile fifth wheels at Jayco with the wrap-over roof line. It puts a very critical roof seam like that off of a high stress point, and by wrapping it around the side like that, you greatly reduce the opportunities for things like seam failures and whatnot. This is fully vacuum laminated. That's another thing I like to talk about. A lot of fifth wheels in this class, only your two sidewalls are laminated, and they might be pinch rolled. Pinch rolling is not necessarily bad. Pinch rolling's fine, but vacuum lamination, in my opinion, and please form your own, is better. The reason I say that, it is essentially a water repellent wall instead of water absorbent should water penetration occur. So this gives you an extra layer of defense essentially, and it's just proven that it is less likely to delaminate. Another thing is it's a fully laminated wall structure. You know, you can walk up to the rear wall of the coach, the side walls of the fifth wheel, and it's all laminated. That's not the case in a lot of fifth wheels. You need to check stuff like that. We do have an accessory hitch on the back here, which I think is part of one of the luxury packages. Now, this is a feature that's kind of floated between different packages. Long story short, again, remember that this video may vary slightly for the models we have in stock, and we do work hard to make our photo tour match the actual unit in stock. Again, the addition this year, this is the first season they went to 100% exterior lighting. They've been 100% interior lighting for 2 years now. That is cool. That means you're just way less likely to experience a burnout on a light. You know, there's no incandescent bulbs. You're not going to spend a bunch of time in a shop trying to match up bulbs, and that's really kind of tricky. Now, their outside kitchen in this thing is one of the best I've ever seen. I like how everything's mounted on an angle. It's facing the user, and that's intelligent. That's how cars are built. The dashboard of your car is not flat, it sweeps, and it's made so that it's always facing the drivers, you know. Jayco's still using the bigger version of Dad's medicine cabinet as opposed to the college kid mini fridge. And I love just the accent wall boards that they have in here. It's beautiful. Even outside, we still have 100% LED lighting. Now, this giant swing arm TV bracket is here because this model, as we have it equipped in this video, which is probably pretty close to how we're going to build most of these, includes 4 high-def flat screen TVs. You have a 46-inch high-def Furion TV in your living room, in your main area. That is monstrous, and it's the highest quality product you can put into a marine RV. It's actually higher quality than you have in your own home. Now, in the outside kitchen, in the bunkhouse in here, and in the bedroom up front, they each have their own 32-inch flat screen high-def televisions with a built-in DVD player. You have 4 separate entertainment zones in this one. That is awesome. A lot of manufacturers try to wire everything together to work together, and long story short, it's too much wiring. You get signal attenuation, meaning failure, and they tend to be a nightmare. And Jayco avoids all that by giving each zone its own entertainment option. You can have 4 different entertainment zones. That's so cool. They left this shelf big and open on purpose, so that if you want to put like a grill or something here, or a blender, you can do that. Remember, you do have an extra outlet out here. The little cooktop out here is something that they added this season, and it's here when you need it, it's gone when you don't. And if nothing else, you can use it like an extra little tabletop type station. Even in their outside kitchen, we're looking at all hardwood doors. Jayco's are built like tanks, folks. You can just beat on this thing, because here's the thing: when you're going down the road, this is bouncing open and closed constantly. Now, to help deal with that, they use hidden hinge springs on here, so if this door pops open, it's inclined to close itself, so that you don't have that extra problem. Now, this model does have direct access to a rear half bath, which also connects to the bunkhouse. This will massively cut down on the amount of foot traffic you have in and out of your RV, and it will cut down the amount of dirt getting tracked in and out of your camper, like massively. Like I said, notice that both front and rear entry doors have a quad entry step system, 4 steps instead of 2 or 3 like you'll find on a lot of brands. Also, they are using the newer aluminum, like no slip type steps. Basically, if you folks have ever been on like an aluminum boat dock, they use these ridge planks to help your wet shoes maintain traction. Exact same thing here. Your wet shoes aren't inclined to slip around. By the way, full automatic leveling system on this. And even your outside speakers here, they're mounted low so you can hear them instead of high where they have to drill a big hole through the wall. Wider entry door in a Jayco, which is a pretty common thing for them. Keyless entry, so if you're going canoeing or tubing or biking, you don't have to worry about your keys falling out of your pocket. I mean, everything on this is above and beyond what you're typically going to find in a lot of classes. Right away when you walk in, we have our whole control panel right here, and look at the quality of lighting they have going on. Even in the middle of the day, it just makes this whole thing come to life. And I love that little accent light system they have up there. If you check this out, if you notice just the way that glows, I love that. And that'd be the perfect night light. It's a soft glow, not a hard glow. While we're in here, I want to talk about the fact that you don't see the air conditioner. It has a whisper quiet AC system. That's what these 2 air vents are for. This is your air intake. In short, if you put a decibel meter in here, this air conditioner only makes about 10% of the noise of a common one. So you don't have to turn up your TV and talk like this to the person next to you. You just don't have to deal with that. It's a lot quieter in here. All solid surface countertops. Again, your storage and everything, your storage features in this model are just stellar. And that's what I love about this. This is the perfect like big giant bunkhouse for like big family camping. It's a great model to have like parked somewhere so you can come and go and visit here and there. Right when you walk in the door and right around all the main seating areas, we have a double USB plug and a double household outlet. Perfect phone charging center right there where everyone can get to it easily. Extra tall slide outs with hardwood fascia. This is not foam fascia. Do the wedding ring test. It's wood. Bifold hide-a-bed right here. With we have optioned this one and built it with a trifold hide-a-bed sofa back in the bunkhouse area. So this model is the perfect big family rainy day model. If it's big time raining or bad weather or it's cold and you just didn't expect it, you can sit in here all day and not drive each other nuts because you have a second living room or den or man cave or whatever you want back there, which at night converts into a second bedroom or bunkhouse or, again, whatever you want. We have equipped the dinette in the one here in this video. Remember, the video may vary from what we have in stock, but I want to show you Jayco's Dream Dinette system. You want to convert this down into a sleeper. There's a little lock mechanism right here. You unlock. You want to fold it down into a bed. Done. You want to put it back up into a daytime position. Done. That quick and that easy. It is as hassle-free as they come. Your dinette, both sides here have these full extension drawers, so you can get to every ounce of the storage space, even the stuff way back there, without disrupting what's going on in the dinette. All of this, by the way, these are the little sleeves that go on the twin recliners so that they don't rub against each other and cause wear and tear spots just when you're going down the road. Big windows, and they all open for ventilation. And look at the size of the windows on the side of this slide out, and the fact that they're all hardwood trimmed. You know, the attention to detail in here is supreme, and there's just really not a lot of people matching this. Again, 46-inch high-grade Furion TV that goes in here. And one thing I forgot to talk about is the fact that this is a vaulted ceiling. This has a cathedral-style arch ceiling with a giant 6-inch rafter system that is one of the very strongest in the industry today. The pantry over here, they reworked slightly as compared to last year. They made this thing floor to ceiling with adjustable shelving, and it is just a truckload of storage. And it's exactly what you need for bigger trips. Fireplace down here is an electric space heater, so you don't have to burn up all your propane to keep it warm in here. And again, they did deepen this entertainment center slightly to make this space more functional. Let's see, let's finish off the kitchen while we're sitting in here. It does look like my battery box is dying, so we will be down to ambient light. I didn't get a good charge on that last night. I've had so many RVs coming in and out. The light fixture in here and everything is just gorgeous. I love how this looks. And tons of storage above these 2 recliners. You get this big... I mean, it sounds silly to say 3-dimensional because of course it is, but the level change and the exchange of the, you know, it's not just flat. I like how it looks. It has a good cosmetic look to it. Let me just say it that way. Oh, big 12 cubic foot refrigerator, freezer, gas, electric here. So this is good for leaving parked or traveling. This refrigerator is very good for either option. Bigger 22-inch oven instead of a 16 smaller you find in a lot of brands. They did put the flush top glass mount system in here, so you actually have extra cabinet space or countertop space back there, and just a giant microwave in this thing. Look at that sucker. Let's see here. Let's move to, well, this I like too. I forget to even talk about this. The fact that we have this nice frosted glass bunkhouse door right here. In the RV industry, they call that a French door. I don't think they actually know what a French door is, but that's what it's called. Anyway, that allows for the light interchange so that it's not going to be so dark sometimes, you know. Back here in the rear bunkhouse slash extended living room slash whatever you want to call it, again, that big full cathedral ceiling really opens it up in here. We do have that extremely powerful air conditioning system and insulation package keeping it cool in the rear quadrant, in the middle zone, in the bathroom, and in the front bedroom. It can do everything. These are everywhere you sit, or pardon me, everywhere you sleep in a Jayco, you're looking at Denver mattress stuff. This is 50% thicker and way higher grade, better density than pretty much anything most people are using. And this year they went with the teddy bear top. It's soft, it's fluffy, it's very warm, it's very nice. Now, what's cool, because there's an outside kitchen mounted in this slide out, they give you an extra bunk. Let me close these doors right here to show you that. And I do apologize, it's a little dark in here. I think you can still get the idea. But you just have this little latch right here. That is tight right there. And then you have an additional bunk right here. So you have a bunk when you need it, it's gone when you don't. And there is that little shoebox or toy box or whatever you want to call it down there. Rear entertainment center, again, the rear TV has its own built-in DVD player for separate zone entertainment. So again, if it's raining all day and the kids want to watch Cars or SpongeBob or Frozen or whatever, throw it in the DVD player. Shut the door. Mom and Dad now have their own sanity space because the kids are in their own sanity space. This is a tri-fold memory foam hide-a-bed sofa here. This folds onto like a queen bed. So remember that this is an optional feature, not going to be in every single 375. And we have a fold-down overhead bunk here, just like we have a fold-down lower bunk on the other side. So we have tons of sleeping space when we need it. We have sitting space when we need it. We have everything when we need it, where we need it. And each space has its own little nightlight. Isn't that cute? We have the little sliding privacy door here for the rear half bath. So if you have someone that needs to be up and down all night to use the bathroom, or you just don't want to disturb anyone, this model is awesome for nighttime privacy. Let's see. I don't remember the name of this color scheme, by the way. They changed the names of their color scheme for this season, and I haven't gotten them down yet. I think this used to be called Almond. I think it's called Hickory now. I could be wrong. But long story short, again, remember the fabric seen in this video might be different from what we actually have in stock. This is a good way you can see that cathedral ceiling up here. Twin recliners right here, by the way, are a big difference in this model compared to so many others. A lot of floor plans, they have almost no space between this slide wall and that wall right there. Jayco extended this. That means that this coach is a little bit bigger. So if you see a similar model, yeah, it's probably a pound heavier or a pound lighter or $1 less, but you're getting less for it. A lot of them just have this little shoebox bench right there. This has a pair of big twin recliners, and these, I think, are one of the big reasons this model's been so successful. Moving up the stairs, I want to point out 3 easy stairs, not 2 high stairs. And they did keep the Shaw residential padding and carpeting on these steps versus hardwood steps. Hardwood steps look really good, but they can be slippery, and now you don't got to worry about that here. Also, notice that they had the time and attention to build in an actual handrail right here. So you have something you can hold on to going up and down the stairs. This is a laminated wall. If they didn't plan on this being there, you could not add that aftermarket. There would be nothing for a screw to bite into. Moving upstairs to the bedroom here, as this one is currently equipped, it is built with a queen bed. I believe there are other options. And yeah, I mean, a true walk-in bedroom, all the way up here to the side of the closet area with plenty of room, even on my toes above my head. Now, this does have a second air conditioner built into it. It is also centralized, so you have twin centralized AC on this. So anywhere from 28,500 BTUs to 30s, depending on the hardware that is put on this one here. That's pretty extreme cooling, guys. That's made for any hot climate. And remember, this is insulated for hot and cold climates. When I tell you this has a walk-in closet, I'm not joking. Also, they use every square inch of this thing. They have hanging storage, clothing storage, your hanging rods here, you can convert into a couple different methods, and you have a bi-level hanging storage if you want to use it that way. That's what I like. They give you different options, and I mean, every square inch of that nose cap has been utilized. Over here, which we're probably not going to get a good look at, is the this is actually either just a giant wardrobe closet, or it can be a washer dryer closet, and it can handle a stackable unit if you want to do that. But you don't see the plumbing. That's what confuses a lot of people. They're like, well, I don't see the plumbing. That's because Jayco finishes this thing off. A lot of people don't want, I mean, in your house, in your home, do you have a washer dryer hookup visible in your bedroom? Probably not. In an RV, you have to, you know, take little things like that into consideration. But Jayco knows that, like, maybe 1 in 200 people, if that, actually put a washer dryer in here. So they fully finish this off. All of your plumbing is behind here. Remember, we do have this bedroom has its own 32-inch flat screen TV with DVD player. Pardon me, I'm losing my voice. This video is going long. So what's cool too is this has its own little swing arm that we can barely see. So you know, you can make this TV face wherever you want here, so you can get the perfect viewing angle. Both sides of the bed do have windows that will open for ventilation, and I love the extra little like closet configuration that we have over here. Every ounce of shelving counts, and it actually goes all the way down to the floor, down past where we can't even see, because unfortunately my battery box is dead. That's really bothering me, obviously. I am sorry about that. Give us a call. Learn more. 800-256-5196. Haylett RV of Coldwater, Michigan. We do hitching, financing, trades, pieces, parts. We're the largest independent RV dealer in the state of Michigan. And I mean, it's hard to beat this one, guys. This is a monster. If you compare it side by side to anything else with a similar floor plan, I'm very confident you're going to give us a call, because there's so much I haven't even touched on yet. That's what's scary. But I've already gone like 22 minutes, and I got to wrap this up. So take care, stay safe, happy camping. Goodbye.